Welcome back, and today we're gonna talk about Tower of God episode 4, and what an episode we got. So like always, let's just jump into it. So I think this episode served the purpose of showing how strong some of these regulars are. And when I read the webtoon and I saw this whole scene breakdown, I was in shock because it was definitely amazing. And now finally seeing this whole thing animated, they did it justice because it went down exactly how it did on the webtoon. And we got a lot of information as well. We learned what the weapons are and where they come from. We see Anak, right? She's OP for a reason. And on top of that, we know that when she ignites her weapon, it's pretty much just chaos all over the floor where everybody just retreated. And we got to see the guy that's always sleeping, the one that's always in the sleeping bag, just taking a nap. He's OP as hell as well. I mean, he was throwing Kamehameha waves left and right, okay? I think his name was Lore, but that dude was OP. When I saw that in the webtoon, I was so hyped, and they definitely did it justice in this episode. But the biggest thing, I think, was literally everything that happened after that, right? After we saw the Black Marge kind of start vibrating and Bam not being able to control it. And the reason for that is that since Anak has the other weapon, right, the Green April, those weapons are connected because, from episode 1, I believe, they have always thrown around the, King of Jihad and the Princesses of Jihad and all that. So we see that Anak is saying that she's one of the princesses, and, Bam is not supposed to have that weapon because princesses or women, so only women are supposed to have those type of weapons. And since Bam has it, I'm pretty sure, right? I know exactly what's going on, but she's probably thinking like, oh, Bam must have stolen it, right? But Bam pretty much said, no, Yuri, the other princess that we met all the way back in episode 1. And that's one thing I love about this anime world and the webtoon. They always refer to stuff that happened, back whenever it happened. And Bam is trying to tell her, no, Yuri gave me this sword, and I'm pretty sure Anak is not having it. I mean, you saw the episode, she is not having it. She's like, look, I'm about to kill you, you better give me this weapon or it's gonna be GG, well played. And it forced pretty much Kun, Rak, and Bam to participate on the next Crown Game event. And boy, oh boy, did Kun not disappoint. That's why he's my favorite character, because we see that just on this scene alone, right, he was able to not only show up everybody, right, because everybody was rushing to get the crown. They were rushing the freaking throne to get the crown, but Kun literally beat all of them without even breaking a sweat. He just kind of like took a little step and got the crown, okay? And that's one of the reasons why I love him. But that wasn't even enough, okay? The fact that he kind of put the crown in his bag and tried to play with everybody and then threw it, right, to distract everybody. We see that he had a copy of the crown. And not only that, the bag that he's carrying, right? They will explain that later on, what that bag does. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen next episode. But I just got to say, right? I just got to say, if you think we have seen the last bit of Kun and how good of a character and how smart and powerful he really is, you're gonna be surprised next episode, because what he pulls on the next episode is gonna be sick. When that scene happened in the webtoon, I was 100% in love with this character, just because the way he fights, the way he handles himself. While we got to see one of the flaws that he has, right, where he's kind of, his mom engraved on him, not to trust anybody, to always kind of do everything by yourself. We see that's one of his character flaws, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some character development along the lines. But unlike the other team, right, the team that Anak was in, we see that, even though Kun got the crown, he cannot sit on the throne with the crown because he knows that Bam is the liability. We haven't seen Rak do anything, but that dude is always trying to fight anybody that's stronger than anything. He's always trying. He's like Goku. He finds like the strongest person and he's trying to fight that person. So we haven't seen him do anything yet, but you probably know he can fight. You probably know he can pull his weight. Bam, on the other hand, he's like the little weakling among lions right now, okay? Bam is definitely like a sheep and everybody else is a lion. So Bam has to sit on the throne. Now, this has its double-edged sword, right? Because if Khun and Rak can't keep anybody else off, I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to knock off Bam real quickly. That's why Anak was sitting on the throne, because who could have thrown her out? If Anak didn't leave the throne, they probably would have won the game, because Huts is kind of OP. He can handle his own. And now Shibuzu, the guy in the purple suit, you know, he might not be as powerful as the other two, but he is very smart. So the fact that Anak got off the throne, that's where the whole game resetted. But the last little bit, right? Remember, Bam, the episode started with Bam calling out to Rachel because he thought that he saw her. And at the end of the episode, we got confirmation that that was indeed Rachel. Now, the interesting thing is, remember that group that's right there, they killed the whole floor. Whatever regulars were testing on that floor they were in, yeah, they killed every single one. So there were, I think there was 400 regulars and 3 of them. So Rachel and the other 2 people that are in the hood, they killed everybody. So that should tell you just how powerful these people are. And the fact that Rachel pretty much ended the episode saying, you know, yes, it's all right to kill them all. Of course it is. That's effed up, right? Especially when we see Bam was talking about Rachel and she's the one that told him, right? Never betray anybody. And that's why he didn't give away the Black March, because the Princess Yuri, trusted Bam with the sword. And since he considered that like the start of a friendship, he is not going to give that sword away, okay? He's going to die for it if he needs to. So we see one of the qualities of Bam. He's actually a trusting person. And I mean, just look where he's going, all the thing that he's going through just to see Rachel. Now, he doesn't know. He thought that was the wrong person. He doesn't know that Rachel is right there, but we as the viewers, of course, we got the confirmation. So I can't wait to see the reaction and everything that's going to happen next episode, because it's going to unfold. A lot of stuff are going to be coming in, right? A lot of stuff is going to happen, and I can't wait. Honestly, this anime from episode 1, I have been impressed. The animation, the music, and all the fights that happen in this episode alone have been top tier for me, okay? I would comfortably say that this anime is one of my favorites, because I read the webtoon, I know what's coming. I read all the way to like season 2 and like about 50 chapters, and then I stopped because reading, I don't have a lot of fun reading. So that's why I stopped. I didn't stop because I didn't like the webtoon. No, I loved it. I just stopped because I hate being on my phone and scrolling and reading it there. But I definitely love the webtoon. Definitely 100% loving this anime. And honestly, I hope the ratings and everything are really like right there. I hope they're really high. I hope they're over 9,000. Because if this show does very well for Crunchyroll, they're gonna get a 2nd season, a 3rd season. They're gonna have plenty of seasons because there's plenty of source material, okay? There's plenty of it. But like always, let me know what you thought of this episode. Go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.